What's going on, everybody? It's your boy J Main back checking in with the people, and Lord have mercy, another day, another storm from hell with Phil Spencer quotes and misinterpretations. It's like every time this man speaks, it's either controversial or somebody's misquoting or we reading something too wrong. Listen, I was gonna make two videos today, one about the first party studio investment and the other about basically Phil Spencer talking about first party games going to more platforms in the future. But apparently the headlines and the quotes were misinterpreted, and it created a whole firestorm on Twitter where Phil Spencer himself actually responded to a Twitter conversation me and Tech Podcast was having, and basically my mentions were in shambles. And what he said was that yes, in the future you will see some first party games, Xbox games, go to other platforms like Minecraft did. What people took from that is that meant like first party games in the future are going to be on PlayStation. Now he didn't come out and say that, you know what I'm saying? So who knows if that's in the plans, but he said as of right now, there's no plans to, bring any other first party games to PlayStation. I don't know. I don't care to believe any speculation at this point. I just want to know the facts. And the facts of right now is that only Minecraft, in their first party studio realm is going to be on other platforms. Until then, that's all we got to go for. Get into the video. Basically, Phil Spencer has came out and said that, they need to grow their first party studios, whether it be, they're building a team or they're acquiring talent. We all know that this is true. Ever since 17 months ago when the X was announced to be the most powerful console, everybody's like, but what about the games? What about these this power from the X? Who's going to be showcasing that power and making the best of it and making these AAA games that make you go, wow. They got Crackdown, they got Sea of Thieves, they got State of Decay. But none of those games really stand out as something that's like, oh my God, these games are pushing the visual boundaries. And, even the gameplay is not, too inspiring for a lot of gamers. That also remains to be seen because we don't know how these games will perform. But I'm just going off, the temperature of these games from when we see them at conferences. But yeah, Phil Spencer acknowledges this, and Microsoft, although we give them flack, they seem to have a plan. It seems that Phil Spencer came in and he wanted to knock out the hardware first. Get that, at the best that it can be, get people talking about Xbox having the most powerful console, as well as, some of the best services, as we know, Xbox Live, of course, game backwards compatibility, digital gifting and refunds and all this other stuff that they're bringing to the platform that aren't on the competitors' platform that we could say, wow, they're really putting in the work. The games got to come next. It's ultimately all about the games. It don't matter how much power you got. We see with the Nintendo Switch how it's the weakest of the three, but because they had such a strong software lineup in the first year, I think that's one of the major reasons why it's selling the way it is. PlayStation 4, we see that the Pro is not as strong as the X, but show me games that's looking better than The Last of Us 2, God of War, Spider-Man, games like that. Like, what I'm saying? It's not all about the power. It's about the teams behind the hardware and what they can do, how much talent they have. So Phil Spencer acknowledging this is cool, but being that he says this has me thinking that we're not going to see anything come from this until next generation. Now, a couple months ago, he said that they had some games in the pipeline that were too early to announce that we're probably going to see at the end of this generation. But as far as the newer studios, we might not hear from that stuff until next generation, which is cool. It just leaves me a little skeptical about moving forward with Xbox. And after 2018, when we get to see these and the Crackdowns and the State of Decays, what do we have after that? A lot of that stuff is still up in the air. And we just got to wait at the end of the day. It's going to be tough if they come out at another E3 and show us those games that I just mentioned and nothing new. I would be shocked, and I highly doubt that'll be the case. But if that is, that's going to be a problem, especially when next year Sony's dropping like possibly 4 first-party games that, might do very well and they look visually stunning, pretty much better than anything on Xbox One as far as first-party goes. So It's gonna be a tough ride, but I like that they at least have a plan, and I can respect that. And moving forward, I think Phil Spencer has this going in the right direction. It's just taking a long time for us to see results, and some people might get impatient. Me myself, I'm a multi-platform owner, so I go where my needs are being catered to. I'm all over the place: PC, PS4, Switch, Xbox is on PC. So if they got games there, then I'll play it there. That's pretty much how I feel about it, But yeah, first-party studios in the pipeline, whether they're buying talent or creating. I hope they're creating studios, because I'm not the biggest fan of buying people. Let me rephrase that. I'm not the biggest fan of, working with other studios and like partnering on a game that's exclusive. You know what I'm saying? I like it so that if this is the studio you're going to buy, they're working solely for you on this game. You know what I'm saying? Not they got 17 other projects they're working on and things happen like Scalebound and all that. I don't want them to deal with nothing like that no more. I'd rather them build in-house with, talent and build studios like that. And even give their other developers a chance to flesh out and make different games other than Halo and Gears. They probably won't do that because that's their bread and butter, but at least get some new studios in there and make new games. But that's all I got to say about this. Let me know down in the comment section what you guys think about this. Rate the video, of course. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Follow me on Twitter at jmain518. It's up there in the corner. And yeah, I'll catch y'all in my next video. Peace.